Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another winter nail design for you. Here's my inspo picture. I'm not making it exactly like this. I'm going to do a much more simple version. I also found this picture on Pinterest, so I'm not sure who to credit. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. First, I'm going to trim down my natural nails so that they don't peek out underneath my extensions. After that, I'm cleaning up my cuticles using a cuticle remover. I just apply a small amount around the cuticle area and let it sit for about 10 seconds. And then gently push everything back with a metal cuticle pusher. And this is just going to help get rid of all the dead cuticles stuck on my nail plate, which is super important for good retention and to prevent lifting. Once everything is nice and clean, I wash it off with some soap and water. Then I come back and lightly buff the nail plate with a small buffing block. Just enough to remove the shine, nothing too aggressive. You can also use a fine grit sanding band for this step if you prefer. Next, I'm selecting my nail extension sizes. I measure each tip from sidewall to sidewall to make sure it fits perfectly. These tips are the sculpted style from Aprés, not the natural ones. So they have that little gap underneath for the gel to fill in. Just keep in mind that when sizing, you don't want them to be too big or too tight. And once I find the perfect fit for each of my nails, I'll just set them aside. Now I'm etching the inside of the nail extension with a sanding band at 5,000 RPM. Not too fast, just enough to roughen up the surface so that the gel has something to adhere to. After that, I just set it aside. Moving back to my natural nails, I'm applying a dehydrator. I'm using this Vita Prep treatment and it removes oils, dust, moisture, so everything bonds properly. I'm skipping primer today and I'm just going to go straight in with my Jello Peel Off Base Coat. I apply 2 layers, curing in between each layer for 60 seconds. I'm going in with my nail extension gel. This one is Diami Strong Nail Base. It has a really nice thick consistency, which makes it perfect for this step. I'm applying it to the backside of the extension, adding a little bit extra product around that cuticle area. Then I place the tip onto my nail at a 45-degree angle, slowly pressing it down until the gel reaches the free edge of my natural nail. You always want to make sure that it goes all the way to the free edge before curing so that there's no gaps. And of course, also make sure that there's no air bubbles as well. And once it's in place, I just flash cure it for about 15 seconds and repeat the process on each finger. After everything is applied, I finish off with a full cure in my big lamp for 60 to 90 seconds. I personally like to do 90 seconds just to be on the extra safe side. Now I'm shaping the extensions a little bit, mostly just softening up that sharp free edge they usually come with. You know, that pointy little thing at the bottom? After that, I'm taking my drill and sealing the cuticle area using a fine grit sanding band at around 8,000 RPM. I believe this is a 240 grit. I don't like to go much higher than 8,000 RPM. I feel like that's the perfect speed for me. And I just gently run it along the cuticle area 2 or 3 times. Nothing too heavy since these Aprés tips are already super duper thin around the cuticle area. I barely have to do anything at this step, but I like to do it anyways just to be extra thorough with my results. And while I still have the sanding band on hand, I'm lightly etching the extensions as well, especially the sides and the edges where lifting is most likely to happen. Now for the icicle design, I'm going to grab some plastic saran wrap and I'll be using the non-wipe Crazy Top Standard to create that icicle texture. I like this one because it comes in a bottle, but there's also a jar version of the exact same product, just without this bottle brush. Whatever you use, I definitely recommend choosing a non-wipe top gel for this technique, because it'll just make the process so much more easy and you won't need to add another layer of top coat afterwards, and that could kind of blur or flatten the design. So I'm just gonna rip up my saran wrap into small pieces and lightly crumble them. Before applying anything, I'm wiping the underside of my extensions with some rubbing alcohol to remove any oils. I'm also wiping the top of my nail tips while I'm at it. Then I'm going to brush on the Crazy Top Standard onto the backside of my extensions, place the crumbled saran wrap over top of that, and then flash cure it once I'm sure that the saran wrap made contact with every inch of the backside of my nail. After it's cured, I peel off the saran wrap. It might stick a little bit to it because there's a lot of nooks and crannies, so just take your time and use some tweezers if you need to. Also, make sure that you're not applying too much gel to the backside before doing this. You do not want the gel to touch your skin at all, especially during the curing process. So just double check before you cure that none of the gel is touching your skin, and if it is, you can just wipe it off and redo it. You can just keep repeating the same process and it'll give you that really cool icy effect we all love to see on winter nails. Just always remember that after your flash cure, you give your nails a full cure for 60 seconds. This next part is totally optional, but I went in with a sanding band to gently smooth out some of those spiky textures on the backside of my extension, just to kind of flatten it out a little bit and not make it too textured. You can also trim those bits off with like a cuticle pusher or something. I was just in a rush, so I decided to use my drill. And before I forget, I also seal my extensions with a little bit of acetone on an oval brush. This will basically just melt the extensions into your natural nails so that everything blends seamlessly. Now I'm taking this cat eye gel from Madame Glam in the shade Frozen Stardust. It's this gorgeous shimmery blue with like a hint of purple. It is so incredibly beautiful in person. This polish is actually what inspired me to do this whole design. When I first saw it, I immediately pictured it paired with some icicle nails. And in my heart, I was like, yep, this is perfect. And honestly, I was so right because this combo turned out so good. I'm applying the polish to about half of my nail and then blending it down into the icicle area to create kind of like a clear ombre effect. Between each coat, I'm also activating the cat eye shimmer and pulling it towards the center so that the shine is strongest in the middle. I did about 3 coats total to build up the shimmer and opacity so you don't see my natural nail underneath the magnetic effect. Now I'm going to use the Doi metal paint pot to paint some metallic stars on my nails. This is honestly the best metal paint pot I have ever used for nail art. It's super shiny and it applies beautifully. I've got my little dotting tool out, and can we talk about how cute this brush is? The gold details look like a Christmas ornament. I don't know. I got it from Beetles through a sponsored deal, and it's seriously like the cutest Christmas brushes I've ever received. I'll link them down below if you're interested in checking them out because these are just too cute not to. And I'm gonna paint some pretty big metallic stars, kind of similar to the ones in my last video. I'll pop a shape reference on the screen here so you guys can see exactly what I'm going for. It's a little bit hard to see against the blue base. Basically, I start with a center dot and then I create kind of like a square shape around it. And then I connect the dots from the middle outwards, and that's gonna create my snowflake. It's super easy, just takes a little bit of patience and a steady hand. But once it's done, I gave it a quick flash cure and moved on to the next nail. I didn't show myself doing every single snowflake on camera since it was getting a little bit repetitive, but I did show the bigger one on the thumb because I feel like it was just the most easy to see, and because I also made it a lot bigger than the other ones. Once I got to the ring finger, I switched things up and painted some northern stars instead of snowflakes, just to kind of add a little bit of variation. I'll pop a shape reference on the screen again so you guys can see exactly what I'm painting since it's a little bit hard to see on camera. And after each star or snowflake, I gave it a quick flash cure and moved on to the next design. Then once all of my little designs were done, I cured everything in my big lamp for 60 seconds to make sure that the metal paint pot was fully cured before moving on. Now that everything's cured, I'm top coating with the Mayo Glass Top Gel. This has been my favorite top coat lately. It's super glossy, incredibly self-leveling, and it just looks so clean. It was honestly so satisfying to put this over the buffed nail tips because it instantly revealed that icy texture underneath and made the whole design pop. So I just applied one coat from the cuticle to the free edge, fully cured it for 60 to 90 seconds. And I felt like adding a little charm, so I just used my Jinbei Crazy Thick Top Gel. This is basically just the thicker version of the one I used earlier for the icicles. This one comes in a little jar, and I'm just going to use that to attach a little bow charm. This gel is perfect for adhering charms because it really locks them in place. And I know a bow charm is like super simple and probably a little bit overrated, but I just love how classic and cute it looks. So I thought it was like the perfect little accent in my eyes. Then I flash cure it and fully cure it for 60 seconds, and that's pretty much it. I finished off with some cuticle oil. This is the Peach Scented Blossom Cuticle Oil. And here are the finished nails. I think they turned out so cute and perfectly winter ready. I know it's a little bit hard to see the metallic paint under the cat eye effect on camera, but I promise it looks so gorgeous in real life. Let me know if you guys liked how this set turned out. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below, share some love, like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in my next one.